I think a lot of people get hung up on pricing a lot, and I know I do this too, where you think you have to make all these micro changes, but if you lose 2 to 5% of your overall gross profit, really, that's okay if you're maximizing learning. So over December, I ended up taking an online course. It was a certificate of completion I got from Harvard Business online. It was super awesome. And the main reason I got it, that I participated, was that I've been around tech ventures and I've learned a lot, but I didn't know how legit that learning was. And going through it was really great. I learned a bunch of things. And so I want to articulate a few of the things that I learned. One, customer value proposition really is at the core of any good business, which I think everyone here would agree. What was fascinating is that they went through different ways on how to break that apart and to assess it objectively as you can, which is really fascinating. Then they separated that from go-to-market, profit formula, and tech and operations. And they put this in a square framework. And I've got some of the books that I'll refer back here, but putting into this hierarchy, what was interesting is that I teach business model canvas. Alex Osterwalder, 9 segments, symmetrical canvas. Left side, you go and figure out what your product and service is. Right side is all about customer demand and relationships. I was able to look through their framework and really slot it into the business model canvas, and I thought that was so powerful that I think I'm gonna start posting some content about how to do that and how to assess your existing business and anything new that you want to launch, whether it's a product within your business or a new business altogether, because I feel like otherwise it's still too, like what they were talking about with customer value proposition, go to market, tech and operations, and profit formula. It still relied too much. It was too risky on someone's analysis on each part. Like, I think putting it into the canvas makes it more robust. It makes it safer to evaluate. Long story short, learned a lot. Super excited to post those learnings here. The only other thing I could say, like instant value, could be really separate, like really be mindful that maybe you don't have to have a strong profit formula. I think a lot of people get hung up on pricing a lot, and I know I do this too, where you think you have to make all these micro changes, but if you lose 2 to 5% of your overall gross profit, really, that's okay if you're maximizing learning, and if you're in the appropriate stage where you have to maximize learning because you're starting out, your business is young. So you want to always put into mind and keep in mind why you're doing certain things, what stage of business you're in, and are you here to maximize learning? Are you here to maximize profit? Are you here to maximize learning and customer value? Are you delivering enough value so you can charge enough? So be mindful of that. I'll post more on the learnings, and there we go.